All right, guys, welcome everyone to the chat. Welcome everyone to this YouTube channel. Welcome everyone to this class. Today, we're going to talk about support resistance levels. Very simple. It's a concept that a lot of people use. I use it, but I don't use it as much as I use key levels, okay? However, I do know how they work, and I have to explain it. I have to tell you more or less how I use it, and we'll go from there. So basically, support and resistance levels is just levels on a chart that tends to repeat itself. Now, they differ from key levels, as key levels are always there. Key levels are levels that they're always going to be touched. You're always gonna see the asset that you're trading. You're always gonna see it retesting those sites, and I already explained those on one of the videos before. You can go ahead and check it out on the YouTube channel. You're gonna see it there. However, support and resistance levels are levels that you draw on the chart based on whatever the price action is doing and whatever the price action is doing at the time. Okay, so I like to draw my support and resistance levels on the 15-minute chart. However, if you're scalping, you could go down to like the 5 minutes and see those scalp positions, in order to do a little better if you want. But I would recommend for you to be very specific when you are trading with support and resistance levels, because you can't just use that by itself. You need to use it with another confluence in order to work, okay? So let me show you how I draw my support and resistance levels, so you could, pick on those. And you're gonna see why I mostly use more my key levels, but I do know that they do work, and they work very well, okay? So basically, this is support and resistance levels, pars on the chart that tend to repeat itself. So let me give you this example right here, okay? I actually drew this line yesterday. I didn't draw it here. I didn't draw it today. I didn't draw it for this. YouTube video. I actually drew these resistance levels. I drew the other day because of what it did right here. However, as yesterday was happening, as soon as it got to this level again, it created this selling position around here, and then the market sold off, right? Now, if you see right here, the same thing happened with this level right here, okay? I have had this level for a long time after the market started going up from here, and I've been waiting for the market to get to that level, to be honest. I actually entered this trade around here. I was negative on this trade, basically almost $2,000, 2,000 and something and change. And as soon as the market opened, it did a gap, the market went up. Now, this obviously didn't just happen because of the level. It also happened because if you see right here, you also have the 100 MA on the 15 minutes. If you go to the 30 minutes, you see how it's hugging the 200 MA over here, and the trade is starting to go up already. Now, I'm gonna show you this trade just so you could see what levels, what drawing support and resistance levels could do for you, but it doesn't mean that you need to use them by themselves. I suggest you use these levels with other confluences in order for them to work, okay? Now, there is also another level right here, okay? Let me just open up my broker right here. Give me just a minute, because if now you're not gonna be able to see this. Let me open up my broker over here. Let me show you. Let me show you those positions live. What the hell is this? Here you go. So this is the broker that I recommend, and this is the broker that I use. I want to show you those positions in a minute. So basically, I'm at a break-even zone right now. Okay, so I have the entry that I just showed you in the chart. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna show it to you like this so you could understand, because I like to draw my stuff on TradingView, but obviously I trade on my broker. So I'm showing you on the broker the 1 hour. So I'm gonna show you the 1 hour over here so you could see what I'm talking about. So right here, so I enter around here, right? You see right here, there's my entry. I was negative with this entire candle, if you see right here, right? So this candle was negative, but the entire way was doing, as soon as the market opened, it went up, and now we're up over here. Now, why did I have two other entries on that trade right around here? Okay, why do I have them? Well, very simple. If you see this line right here that I have on the broker, and this line right here that I also have on TradingView, that is the key level. Okay, so that's like the biggest confluence that I could have on a trade for me to say, you know what, this trade is gonna keep going the way that it's going. Right now, as soon as the market opened, not only did we a gap of about almost, well, we were around here, so the gap was 700 as 300 already. It was a gap of almost 450 pips. Not only did we that kind of gap, but we keep on trading above the key level. Now the key level for me, that's like the best confluence you're gonna have on a trade. Okay, so now when I combine my key levels with my support and resistance with my MAs, it makes sense for me to do a continuation of that trade. Now, not only that, if you see the 1 hour, the way that this 1 hour finished, right? You see like this entire wick, and you see this candle, how it closes completely positive. Now, this wick doesn't mean that the market is gonna keep on dropping from there. No, it actually means that the market is going to come over here and feeling that wick. And I'm gonna explain that to you in another video just so you can see more examples of that. But that happens a lot in the market, and it's also one of the confluences that I use in order for me to take trades. Now, what I want you to concentrate today is going to your chart, right? And I'm gonna take out my broker for a minute. Go into your chart, and I really want you, okay? I really want you to start marking this type of levels, right? So you see, it was right here, it was a resistance level, right? Resistance again, market drop, went up, it passed the resistance level. You see it right here, right here. So this is a zone that needs to be marked, right? I had it all the way over here. You don't have to have it that big. You could lower a little bit more, but this is a perfect, this is a perfect example of what you could do with support and resistance levels. As soon as the market touches this level again, boom, market just rally up. Okay. Now, if you can see right here, I'm gonna show you more of those. Right here, you have another level right there. Let me show you right here. Let's say you had actually painted this on, right? You see this level touch over here. You see a touch over here. I do have a level there. You see a touch over here. Guess what happened over here when it got to this point? So it is very important for you to have support and resistance levels on your chart when you're trading. And don't wait until they happen in order for you to have them on your chart. Have them way before. That way you could actually use them when you're trading and when you're trading live. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The way to trade support and resistance levels of course, is always with other confluences, not by itself. But it is a very interesting concept in the markets, and people use them a lot. I use them all the time. However, I use more my key levels than what I use my support and resistance, because the key levels always get respected. Sometimes support and resistance don't. So I do prefer to take my trades on my key levels, and then I do follow them with my support and resistance levels. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.